حي على الصلاة. حي على
Greetings, infidels. I am your master, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. You can call me Chip. This is the story of Nigel Ratburn. He is a fat, lazy, rapist who has a lot of swanky secrets. His mother, Lisa Emil, and his father, Otto Ratburn, got so fucking high on PCP at Woodstock that they ended up doing a 69 on stage, while Janis Joplin was performing. 2 weeks after Woodstock, Lisa and Otto got married in a Vegas drive-thru. After almost a year of trying to impregnate Lisa, Otto gave up with the assumption that she was sterile. That is, until the doctors started to get suspicious. They ran countless tests on Otto to examine his sperm production. As it turns out, Otto was a tranny. The doctor told Otto the news, and he was very shocked. She said that the only way he can conceive a child is to have Lisa's queef juice injected into his eardrum. And so he did. And 9 months later, Nigel was born. Nigel attended Lakewood Elementary School, where he met his soon-to-be best friend, Kermit. Nigel and Kermit did everything together. They couldn't be separated. They were like pennies in the hands of a Jew. That is, until one day, when Kermit forced Nigel to inject one heroin. It was a very life-changing experience. After Nigel woke up, he noticed that Kermit was shagging his mum. This led to the separation of Nigel and Kermit. Nigel spent the rest of his elementary school days alone, cutting himself, and listening to the Velvet Underground. Nigel went on to attend Lakewood Middle School, where he discovered that his enemy, Kermit, was also attending. Kermit bullied Nigel for the whole first semester. Nigel was about to kill himself, until he turned on his TV, and started watching Deliverance. He turned it on at the rape scene. He was intrigued. He took notes on how to execute the perfect rape. He practiced on his dog for a week. It was the moment of truth. Nigel was going to rape Kermit right in the middle of the pet rally. Once the floor cleared, Nigel stole the mic and called Kermit down. Once he came down, Nigel knew it was time. He tore off Kermit's pants, and stuck his 14-inch shaft inside of Kermit's tiny frog anus. He thrusted, and thrusted, until Kermit spewed blood and semen out of his mouth. After the rape, Kermit ran away crying, and Nigel was sent to the principal's office. Upset with the principal, Nigel pulled his prized pregnant fish out of its tank, and aborted its baby. The principal told him that he needs to calm his tits, so he gave Nigel some dank kush to smoke at home. He just couldn't wait. He baked out the bus on the way home. The kush smoke fogged up all the windows, and the driver couldn't see where he was driving, which led to him crashing Allahu Akbar style into a road separator. Everybody on the bus but Nigel were killed, including 7 other people on the road. The principal found out, and gave him detention. Nigel felt pretty bad about killing everybody on his bus, so he left a sorry note, and dropped out of middle school to be homeschooled. Not much is known about what happened between 6th grade and his freshman year, so here is a picture of a man shitting bananas. Nigel began to attend Elmwood City High School, thinking that everyone forgot about the whole bus thing. They didn't. Nigel wasn't allowed to join any clubs, except for the band. Even the band hated him, which was sad, because everyone hated the band. Nigel thought he was the most hated person in school, until a new girl named Anita Sarkeesian came along. It was the week before homecoming. Nigel had no one else who would go with him, so he asked Anita, and she said yes. They fell in love faster than it takes for a goose to come. Nigel was having the time of his life at homecoming, until he was called to the middle of the floor for a dance-off against Francis Amy. He knew he couldn't dance, so he stood in the middle of the floor and shat his pants. Everybody saw it and smelt it. Nigel was hiding in a bathroom stall, covered in shit and tears. He remembered his entire life. All of his pain. All of his humiliation. He knew that the only thing left to do was to rape the entire student body. Nigel whipped out his turbo monster cock. It had 8 long shafts branching off of one giant nutsack. He thrusted all 8 cocks into the asses of his classmates like shish kebabs. He pumped and pumped until all of his classmates laid up on the floor like cream-filled pancakes. Nigel was expelled from school after the rape, and had to be homeschooled again. Not much is known about Nigel's college days, except for that he was the lead singer of a band called the Ratburn Rats. They released an album that made #1 on the Uganda Top 40. Nigel got a teaching degree, and began teaching at Lakewood Elementary after college. Now that we've covered his life, let's take a look at the impact he's had on his students at Lakewood Elementary. I am aware that you are students of Nigel Ratburn. What are your feelings about him?
He is a giant faggot who gives us way too much homework.
Yeah, he's a real cunt. No one loves him. He raped me. My butthole still hurts.
He's a real asshole. I wish he would just die.
Mr. Ratburn is such an asshole. I wish he would just quit his job. We can do so much better than that washed-up old rapist. There's a reason nobody loves him. It's because he's a manic depressive ass what? That's the laughing stock of the whole town. Mr. Ratburn, if you're watching this, kill yourself. Nobody loves you. Burn in hell. Mom, I'm coming home. What a surprise! Why are you coming? I just had to pick some things up. Is my room still the same after all this time? We haven't touched it at all. Excellent. Those little shits messed with the wrong guy. They're gonna pay for what they've done.
Mama, just kill a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late. My time has come. Sent shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. Blinding me with science. Science. It's poetry in motion.
And now she's making love to me.
The sphere's in commotion.